Hey, welcome back to another video. So I just came across the next page. I think this is from 2002. I think it's called. Let me look. Yep, Sears Canada Witch Book 2002. The last video I just did was from the Sears Canada Witch Book 1998. This is Sears Canada Witch Book 2002. And again, there's really not much of a difference between the uprates, the vacuums featured in Canada as well as the United States. Again, same plugs, same voltage, same pretty much everything, just except the difference in price. But I figured look at it just because this interests me. Um, Here's one thing I just found this interesting, and I just came across this is like the first page features two uprights. I think what I found is interesting is that you have two different uprights. They're both made by the same brand. I can tell you they're both Kenmore. I can tell you they're both, excuse me, not Kenmore's. They're both made by Panasonic because around this time Panasonic uprights vacuums were made by or Kenmore uprights and canisters were made by Panasonic. Uh, I just think it's kind of funny that they were selling a Panasonic upright that wasn't under the Kenmore name. Let's see what this. Man, this one's called the Power Wave. I never heard of a Power Wave. That'd be kind of interesting if there's a video. I have to look see if there's any YouTube videos on this particular machine because I don't think I've ever seen a Panasonic Power Wave before. But it does look like it's a little bit of a fancier machine because this upright's $159.99, and then or at least was sold for $159.99. And then this one was being sold for $199.99, which is a little bit better, and plus you get HEPA filtration on it. That's a pretty cool option. There's another Kenmore. Kenmore Elegance. I never heard of a Kenmore Elegance. I never heard the name Elegance being used for Kenmore uprights. Always seen these under the name Progressive. Usually Progressive was the name that they sold these under. Kenmore Progressive or Kenmore Intuition. Usually Kenmore Progressive. And this looks like, yeah, the Whirlwind Big Cup. Based off the Victory design. This one's a little bit different than your standard Rico Whirlwinds. Because the standard Whirlwinds, would have a little cyclone, try to have a little high efficiency cyclone in the cassette. Try to spin out dirt. This one, being a bigger cup, decides to go and put a big ass cartridge filter in the center of the dirt cup so that way it catches all the fine particles. And which, well, we know what happened. A lot of, or at least anybody who works with vacuums or is a vacuum enthusiast like I am, who's used machines like these before, you probably know what happens once that filter inside gets dirty enough. Airflow drops, dirt gets left behind. So there's more of the Kenmores. That classic Power Made head. And that looks a little different. I don't think I've ever seen that. Looks like the shape's designed a little bit different. That looks like a Mighty Mite. Boss Limited. It's actually ironic that Eureka still has the Mighty Mite, even though it's owned by a completely different company than it used to be back when these vehicles were made. It's still made. They still make the Mighty Mite. Eureka still sells the Mighty Mite. The same exact design, same exact shape, everything. I think that's ironic. Here's the stick back section. Some of these look pretty, obviously very familiar. Black & Decker Dustbuster. Ain't much to talk about. Daredevil Ultra Handbag. Again, not much to talk about. Oh, I thought that was a fucking shark. No, that's a copperhead. It's a brand called Eureka Copperhead. I actually think I remember. I think I remember seeing checking out a Eureka Copperhead handbag. I think when I was in, I think one time one of the local grocery stores here where I live. I think it was Wise Markets. I think they had these little Eureka Copperhead hand vacuums on sale at one point. And I thought it was interesting because it looked like a shark. It looked like a shark, like a Europro shark hand vac. And I think that's what Eureka was trying to compete with. I think they made the Eureka. I think Eureka made the Copperhead hand vac to copy the shark hand vac. And that's how and there's that saying, the saying, imitation is the best form of flattery, comes into play because when I was looking through this page, I literally thought that was a shark, Europro shark. But no, that's a Eureka Copperhead. No, those carpet bare floor settings. That has a nozzle? Carpet bare floor settings? Oh no, wait, it probably did. Maybe I think it had a for carpet bare floor nozzle. I think. But yeah, definitely. But that was definitely made to try to compete with Shark. So there's the two Super Brims. Oh no, excuse me. One's called Super Light. The other one's called Super Brim. It just seems kind of funny. One's called Super Brim. One's called Super Light. It's essentially the same damn thing, except one. Okay, one has a power nozzle. That's one's the brush. It says Super Brim Brush Up. Yeah, pen and stick vac. I used to have a stick vac just like very similar to that. Except it wasn't called Super Brim. It was a different model name, but very similar. And the nozzle part did not detach. So when you had the hand vac, you pretty much had to deal with the power head. I've seen super brooms or Rika stick vacs just like this one, like this super light. Again, that'd be like something like if you had bare floors, just your really quick cleanups, will work just fine. This Hoover here, this what's it called? 2-speed. What does it say? Quick stick. That one could probably. This one you could probably pass. Would be passable on using as a bare floor vac. If you had a vacuum, you just need to clean bare floors with. That would work. So would the Bissell Easy Vac, but it also has a power head so you can clean your area rugs. Oh, so does this one. Quick stick with a brush nozzle. When I was a kid, I used to think that the stick vacs with motorized nozzles like that could perform as well as an upright. I thought, oh, it's got a brush roll, so it can do really well in carpets like an upright can. I thought it'd be a substitute. Not exactly. And there's Eureka Boss Super Light. I remember having one of these. I used to have one before. I used to have one as a kid before, and it accidentally broke. I had to get rid of it, and then I got one. Had another one later on. I forget where I bought it, but I think I got it from a yard sale. These were okay. They were very loud. They were almost a screamer, but they were, they seemed very loud. Um, but they were good for quick cleanups. They weren't good for your, full size cleaning. These were pretty much firmly in the stick vac category. But yeah, that's the category for this. So That's it for this page. So, like I said, I'm going to check out more catalog scans. If I see any more, I'll do more videos of these. I'll do more vacuum videos when I can. Anyway, stay tuned for more.